Sairam children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So children, I welcome you in your English class, and till now whatever we have done is done and exams are also done. So from now onwards whatever we are starting, it is new. Okay, it is new and we are preparing for final term. Okay, so you have to start. So today we are going to start chapter number 7, Secrets, from the book New Voices. From the book New Voices. Children, this chapter is a novel. This chapter is a novel. Okay? Before starting the chapter, we are first going to do the new words and you have to note down these in your notebooks. Okay? Yes. First word. First of all, how you have to start? You have to start the chapter in your notebook by writing today's date, chapter number, name of the chapter, and from the next line you have to write new words and then you have to start. I hope you all are ready with your pen and notebook. Right? Shall we start? Okay. First word is SCRIBBLED. 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 Second, MANUSCRIPT. 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 Next, third word. MANOEUVRE. Manure. MANOEUVRE. Manure. Done, you have written all the three words. Now the fourth one, ordeal. 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 Now the next word, BETRAYED. 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 I hope you have written these 5 words. Now the next words. So children, the next word is flushed. 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 Written. Now the next word. SOLEMNITY. 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 Next, WISTFUL. 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 So children, all the 8 words you have written in your notebook. Now I am going to give you a brief intro about the chapter. The chapter 7 secret is about. Okay, now listen it very carefully. First of all, have a look on these pictures. These are the characters in the story, in this novel. First, Mac, Joe, Amy, Beth, Mummy, Murmy, Laurie. There are 6 characters in this story: Mac, Joe, Amy, Beth, Murmy, Laurie. Okay, the story revolves around all these characters. Children, this is an extract from Louis Mac Alcott's beloved novel Little Women. Joe has just finished writing 2 stories with the intention of getting them published in the newspaper. But she don't have courage to actually pick them and go to the newspaper office. Eventually, she does make it. On one day, she with full courage went to the office and finally knocked on the door. After a brief meeting, she rushes out with full flushed on her face. Laurie, who has been noticing Joe's behavior across the street, catch up her, assuming that it was a painful visit to the dentist. But Joe clears his misconception. For a couple of weeks after, she and Laurie behaved in the most alarming, strange way. That includes a lot of wordless gesturing. Means they are talking without speaking, only with their gestures. Joe's sister Mac, Beth and Amy are quite confounded by it all. In addition to their distress of newspaper over the Joe's unladylike behavior, means Joe is kind of a tomboy. So finally, Joe announced that she wrote the stories which is published in the newspaper. All the sisters were very excited and showered her with their love. And Mrs. March, Joe's mother, also appreciate her, and all become emotional. And later on, Joe feel that now she is on the position that she can support her family. So this novel, this extract is about this. This is the introduction about the 4 sisters. Okay, let's read it. The 4 March sisters, Mac, Joe, Amy and Beth, live in a frugal life with their mother, Murmy. The name of the mother is Murmy. Okay. Each sister is different. Mac is traditional, Joe is rebellious tomboy, Beth is shy and artistic, Amy is sophisticated. Joe has a quick temper. She is impulsive and opinionated. She has a stubborn personality and sense of humor is considered odd. Joe is a tomboy, which is why Mr. March, father of Joe, shortened Josephine to its current form. Means her father, as she is a tomboy, her father cut short his name to Joe. Ever since meeting at a party, Joe and Laurie are the best friend. The latter often refer to her as my dear fellow. Jo is independent as much as she is affectionate in her own way. She will not let anyone tie her down or tame her outspoken way. Most of all, Jo loves reading and writing. She composes plays for her sisters to perform and write short stories, and she wishes for nothing more than to make writing her career. Now let's start with the chapter. You all have to ready with your book with page number 55 from New Voices. You have to put your finger where I am reading. Alright? Jo was very busy in her room. The October day had begun to grow chilly, and the afternoon was short. For 2 or 3 hours the sunlight blazed warmly in a high window, enabling Jo, seated on the old sofa, to write with her papers spread out upon the trunk before her. Quite absorbed in her work, Jo scribbled away till the last page was filled, signed her name with a flourish, and threw down her pen, exclaiming, "There's I have done my best. If this won't suit, I shall have to wait till I can do better." This paragraph tells us that Jo is very busy in her room, and this is the time of October and afternoon. For 2-3 hours sunlight came from the high window to her room, and Jo was sitting on the old sofa and writing her work, and all the papers were spread out, and she was quite absorbed in her own work. She is writing the last page, which is filled by her or signed by her name, exclaiming that I have done my best. Means she has completed her work and she is exclaiming, she is telling to herself that I have done my best work. Okay. Lying back on the sofa, Jo read through the manuscript carefully, making dashes here and there and putting in many explanation points. Then she tied it up with a smart red ribbon and sat a minute looking at it with a pitiful expression, which plainly showed how earnest her work had been. For her desk, Jo produced another manuscript and, putting both in her pocket, and crept quietly downstairs. In this paragraph, it is written that she is completing her manuscript, putting dashes, exclamation signs and all. And lastly, she tied it up with a smart red ribbon and sat a minute looking at her work. Okay, and then there is one more script which is written by Jo, and she put both the manuscript in her pocket and quietly go downstairs. If anyone had been watching Jo, they would have thought her movements were definitely odd. She went off at a great pace till she reached the building on a certain busy street. If somebody watched Jo, she is behaving so differently, means in a very odd manner. And then she reaches the busy street, means the building of the publisher, which is on a busy street. Having found the place with some difficulty, she went into the doorway, looked up the dirty stairs, and after standing still for a minute, suddenly dived into the street and walked away as rapidly as she had come. Means when she found the place, means the place of a publisher, she looked up, means there were stairs to go up. She looked up the stairs for a minute and stand still. She is looking that these stairs are very dirty. She stood there for a minute, looked up, and suddenly she walked away, means she don't have the courage to go up in the publication office. So she rapidly moved away, walked away as rapidly as she had come or came. The maneuver she repeated several times to great amusement of a black-eyed young gentleman standing by the window of the building across the street. On returning for the third time, Jo gave herself a shake, pulled her hat over her eyes, and walked up the stairs, looking as if she were going to have all her teeth out. So, Jo repeated this several times, means she several times standing near the dirty stair, and then again came back, then again she go, then again come back with a courage. Now she third time shake herself and pulled her hat over her eyes and walked up the stairs and looking as if she is going to have all her teeth out. Okay, this is a funny line here. She is going for the publication of her manuscript, but she is looking so nervous, and she is from third time she have the courage to go to the office, to walk on that dirty streets. She pulled her hat over her eyes, means like this. She covered her eyes with her hat and walked up the stairs, and she is looking as if she is going to have all her teeth out. In 10 minutes, Jo came running downstairs with a very red face and the general appearance of a person who had just passed through an ordeal of some sort. When she saw the young gentleman, she looked anything but pleased and passed him with a nod. But he followed, and thinking Jo had been to the dentist, asked with an air of sympathy, Did you had a bad time? Means the person here who has followed Jo, the black-eyed young gentleman standing by a window of a building across the street. The same man asked with a very sympathy in his words. He asked from Jo, Did you had a bad time? Means he thought that Jo went to the dentist. Okay. So children, we will continue this chapter in our next video, in our next class. Till then, you will read the chapter. Okay. Try to find out the more new words if you find them new, and do the word meanings which is given in the book. Sai Ram.